months to say to his supporters, yeah, we lost. We'll come back next time. You don't win them all. Like every other president and candidate ever did, including when it was possibly not kosher, like Nixon in 1960, Al Gore in 2000, but they did it. They came out and said
after a recount.
In this video, Bill Maher welcomes actor Zachary Levi onto his Club Random podcast. Bill Maher gets into his feelings when Tucker Carlson's name comes up and says he's just as bad as MSNBC. With that, let's watch Zachary Levi destroy Bill Maher on his own show.
The right thing.
No.
They've just been deceived,
again,
and maybe we have.
I think, MSNBC is a giant problem at this point, but don't tell me that Tucker Carlson isn't.
I don't know that Tucker Carlson is more of a problem. I think Tucker Carlson might be. No, seriously. Hear me out.
Oh, it's okay.
Tucker Carlson is at least saying things he actually believes and that I think he's done a lot of research.
We actually have proof that is not the case because you must have seen this story. You seem so well informed.
I'm pretty well informed, but I don't catch everything.
Yeah, you're very.
I don't catch everything.
Okay. It came out. His text came out in the lawsuit. I mean, Fox News had to pay $780 million. You remember this after the 2020 election because they claimed falsely about election stealing stuff that Trump had trumped up to get them to say, and Tucker Carlson, we have his private text where he's saying that he absolutely doesn't believe this, and he's savaging Trump. So that's how we know he's full of shit, because we have it. We have the actual text in complete diametrically opposition to what he was saying on the air about, Dominion voting systems and all this bullshit that they tried to. And again, this is the main difference between the left and the right here. When the left loses an election, yes, they grumble about it and they say things they shouldn't, like he's an illegitimate president. They don't actually try to stay in office. Kamala Harris.
Hang on a second. Bill. If Hillary Clinton and the Democrats got their way when they were challenging Trump and saying he was an illegitimate president in 2016, and they somehow got that bullshit Steele dossier to somehow, which was, by the way, all completely nonsense.
You watch too much Fox News.
No, I don't watch Fox News at all. I legitimately do not watch Fox.
Bill Maher surprises me every time because in one moment he can be schooling a liberal on why they're a moron, but maybe he's just a contrarian because Zachary Levi is bringing up a very good point, very relevant to the conversation. Steele dossier, Russia hoax. And he says you watch too much Fox News. Personally, I don't watch Fox News at all because if I'm critical of MSNBC and CNN for having an agenda, so does Fox News. I mean, I think that's why more and more people are getting their news online, because even though a political commentator I watch online, maybe they do have an agenda, but I think the most successful ones, when you watch them, they're telling you exactly what they believe because it's their channel. It's not dictated by MSNBC, CNN, or Fox News. I got off on a tangent there, but that's crazy that he says you get all that from Fox News. No, those are just facts that Bill doesn't like. And don't get me wrong, if he made me choose, I mean, I think Fox News is about 8 trillion times more honest than CNN or MSNBC, but they do have an agenda. But to say someone watches Fox News because of what Zachary Levi just said is bananas. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Fox
Okay,
News.
well, you're getting this
hold on a second. Bill, did they not all think that he was a Russian asset, and that Russia had fixed the election?
Okay.
Was that not what they were saying?
Okay, but I got to explain to you the difference.
Was it not?
And then we don't have to talk about this all night.
I
will. But here's the difference. 2016, Trump pulls an inside straight and wins the Electoral College.
Yeah.
Hillary acknowledges this happened, concedes the election before the cock crows the next day. Same as this time. Kamala Harris conceded the election, said, I lost. There's no lawsuits. There's no demanding recounts. There's none of this bullshit. I trust the system and I say the other guy won. Now, what happened after that, the Russia thing, first of all, that's completely debatable. But if you really think that there's some sort of equivalency here between after the guy who you admit won the election is in office, carping about him, saying, oh, the election was unfair because of this or that. That has gone on throughout history. But nobody has done what he did, which is he still has not conceded the 2020 election. Took it to court 63 times, was laughed out of court 63 times, pressured the Justice Department to not.
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Asked his supporters to march on the Capitol.
He didn't ask them to do that.
Okay, but
and also he requested the National Guard, and it's been confirmed that he was denied by Pelosi.
But the point is that by not conceding the election, by never saying from November, whatever day that election was, November 5th or something, to January 6th, he had 2 months to say to his supporters, yeah, we lost. We'll come back next time. You don't win them all. Like every other president and candidate ever did, including when it was possibly not kosher, like Nixon in 1960, Al Gore in 2000, but they did it. They came out and said
after a recount.
If you don't get why that's completely different than whatever you're trying to say is an equivalency, then I can't talk.
Bill gets so worked up over this. Bill said because every other president did it in history, he should do it. And I hear that all the time about Donald Trump. They can't say that he's breaking any laws, but they'll be like, he's breaking norms. It's like, yeah, that's why we like him. My point is, when Bill says he doesn't concede the election, did he leave the White House? Did we have to suffer through 4 years of Joe? Did the country move on? What are you complaining about, man? What does it matter if Donald Trump believes for the rest of his life that he won that election? And by the way, he's got a lot of good reasons to think that he did. So I think Bill thinks if he makes his points with as much outrage as possible, that he'll be able to sell the other person on him. He's just, I mean, I think he's just saying here to Zachary Levi, I can't even talk to you if you think that's the same. It's like, I guess we can't talk because you're talking crazy, man. Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Talk more about this. I just have to accept this.
But let me just. Let me clarify though.
But it is.
I'm actually not. But I'm not trying to excuse all of that.
It's as
really
crazy
not. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that
men can have babies on the other side.
That's straight getting into science and biology.
No, but it is.
No, there's a lot more nuance than that in this.
No, there isn't.
Hold on, Bill. Hold on a second.
There's no nuance.
I'm not saying that the way that he took that was the right way to do it. I agree with you. I don't think he should have done it that way. If he actually thought that the election was being stolen, he should have done something else about that, as opposed to getting lost in his ego, which he did, which he does a lot. And I don't like that about Trump. I don't like that he does have, as part of his superpower, it is this ego that has protected him and made him strong and powerful and capable of being very charming and doing all the things he's done. And listen, I know a lot of people that know him. I'm like, personally, I've never met him, but the people that do know him on a personal level will speak to the fact that he is a human. There's a human in there who really does want the best. Right. Did he handle it in the best way? I agree.
That's another reason we love him, because we know when we see someone that's real, because we see so many fake politicians. And at least we know when Donald Trump's making a move, he's doing it because he genuinely thinks it's in the best interest of the country. That's all you can ask. And I can't think of many other presidents that have given us that. But we want to hear from you. What did you guys think about this conversation between Zachary Levi and Bill Maher? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.